All right.
Yes,
Do you want me to conduct this or what?
yes, if you would please, that would be great.
Okay. All right, so let's call the meeting to order.
Okay, call the meeting to order, Monday, February 8th, 2021 for the Planning and Zoning Commission for Pottawattamie County. Roll call, please.
Leaders,
Present.
Weedy,
Here.
Brett Larson,
Here.
Soapworth.
Here.
Let the record show that all members are present except Rick Larson.
Okay. So we got 4 of us. You've had a chance to read the minutes. The minutes were provided. Is there a motion to approve the minutes or make corrections?
I'll move to approve.
Okay. Lynn's approved. Anybody second it?
I second the motion.
Okay. In favor, say aye.
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 Okay, aye. Anybody opposed? Okay, ayes have it. So minutes are approved for the last 2 sessions, July 27th and August 3rd, 2020. Okay. So what we're going to do is upon hearing, is this right?
No, we're
No,
going to
the other
do
thing.
the election of the
Okay,
officers first.
sorry about that.
Yep.
So for 2021, we're going to have election of officers. That's going to be for chairman and vice chairman.
Correct.
So there's 4 of us. Does anybody want to be chairman or co-chairman?
Does
Take a
someone
stab.
want to nominate? someone?
Or nominate?
Sorry.
Is that
I've done it for the
official?
last 2 years.
Do you want to nominate Brett?
I do want to nominate Brett. You want to
Okay.
continue?
If you want me to.
Absolutely.
Does anybody else want to do it? Come on, Lynn. Do you want to?
Not yet.
We got a co-chair. too.
I figured I should have more than.
I've done
one
it
meeting
before.
under
I
my
would.
belt.
You were the co-chair last year.
Yeah, but I've been the chairman before, so.
Whatever,
Okay,
it
so-
doesn't matter to me.
Okay.
So we need a second?
Yes.
You not, oh, I'll second.
Okay.
So for election of chairman,
Yes,
it's
we have
Brett Larson. Right?
everybody okay with that? Say aye.
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 Okay.
Aye.
All
So
right.
now a vice chairman.
Vice chair.
I
So,
nominate Lynn Leaders.
do you want to do it too?
No, I'd second that.
Okay, I'll do it again.
Aye.
Okay, all in
Aye,
favor?
Aye.
Good. So same as same.
Motion carried. Okay.
Okay.
Thanks, gentlemen.
So election of the officers, continuation of from last year.
2021 meeting.
Congratulations, Lynn.
Well, thank you. Congratulations, Brett.
Beer's on you, right?
No,
Or whatever. Pop, tea. Okay,
2021 meeting schedule.
yep, 2021 meeting schedule. So there's a 2021 meeting schedule on page 3 of your packet. So take a look at that. So holidays, zoning, our planning and zoning board committee meetings highlighted in yellow. That's the proposed. It may or may not happen. So that's what it is today. So if you're okay,
Yeah.
do we have a
Something to.
I'll make a motion.
motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the 2021 calendar
I second the
agenda.
motion.
Okay,
All
roll
in
call.
favor? Go ahead.
Roll call.
Um,
Let's just do a simple, we've got 2, there's 2
Okay.
of us, so it's simple majority.
Sure.
Everybody in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye, good to go. So we approve that.
Okay, 2020 attendance roster.
And the
You don't
20
have to vote on that, it's just. for
So everybody see the
reference.
2020 attendance, we had 4
Yep.
meetings last year. You know, you can make it, you can make it. If you can't, it's best effort. So, that's it.
Okay,
The,
now you can read your statement.
I'm trying to think of what, okay, so this statement right here, right?
No,
Okay.
the one in the.
This right here?
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read a statement. The public hearing will be conducted pursuant to the commission rules of procedure. We will first hear the report of the planning director on the detailed information and observations regarding the request before the commission, if not so done, so in written form prior to the hearing. Next, we will take the testimony of the applicant and his or her witnesses. Upon completion of the applicant's testimony, I will call upon the members of the audience wishing to be heard concerning the request Persons in favor of the request shall be heard first, followed by those opposed to it. At any time during the presentation of the testimony, the members of the commission may interrupt to ask questions or to make comments on what has been said. Upon completion of all testimony, the applicant will be allowed to make a closing statement to the commission. Upon completion of the applicant's closing statement, I will entertain motions from the commission to close the public hearing on the request. The commission reserves the right to ask questions of any member of the audience. However, we will not hear any unsolicited statements unless the public hearing is first open. Each speaker addressing the commission shall step forward to the podium, state their name and address before proceeding with their testimony or evidence. This commission shall not be bound by strict rules of evidence, but does reserve the right to exclude evidence or testimony that it may deem to be irrelevant, immaterial, incompetent, and unduly repetitious. As chairman, I will rules on all questions relating to the admissibility of evidence, which may be overruled by the majority of the commission. Continuance may be granted by the commission in case for good cause shown to any interested party who has entered their appearance. The commission may request a continuance of the hearing for the purpose of giving further notice, taking further evidence, gathering further information, touring the proposed site, or for such other reasons as the commission may find sufficient. In such case, we shall state the specific reasons for the continuance and set a date, time, and place when the matter will be continued. All official actions of the commission will be made at a public meeting by motion made, seconded, and polling of the membership. If conditions are imposed, such conditions shall include in the motion or amendment thereto. Our final decision will be prepared in writing and will be part of the public record of the commission. Okay. So,
I'll make them, we need a motion to open public
Yeah,
hearing. I make
upon
a
it,
motion to
yeah.
open public hearing for case number ZTA-2021-01.
do we have a second?
I second it.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. In favor, say aye.
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 Okay, ayes have it. So do we want to talk about the case first and then have the applicant talk about that? I can't even barely read that.
Maybe.
Oh, there he is.
Scott Belt.
Scott Bell.
He's muted. That might have been the problem.
I'd say
Okay,
have Matt.
So what we're gonna do is, you want us to talk about the case first, or do you want?
let's
the applicant?
hear what the applicant has to
Okay,
say.
so the applicant is Colin Pitty, is that how you pronounce the last name? Petey. So if you want to state your name and address, since you're doing the Zoom remote meeting, and so your name, address, and tell us why you're here today and what you want to accomplish.
Okay, so my name is Colin J. Petey. Our business address is 224 North Park Avenue in Fremont, Nebraska.
Uh-huh.
And the reason I'm here today is to present to the board or to the commission a request for a zoning text amendment for a piece of ground that my uncle owns just outside of Crescent, Iowa. So I'm sure you have all the paperwork in front of you.
Yes.
This request has been signed and approved by my uncle for use of his land. What we would be using the land for, and what we are asking for in our application here, is to be able to seasonally sell fireworks on the land in a temporary structure, a tent. So my business, the business that is applying for this is called Boom Barn Fireworks. We're an established business. We've been in business for 5 years now. This summer will be our 6th. We have one single location right now in Jefferson, South Dakota.
Uh-huh.
And we are hoping, if the commission approves our application, that this location Crescent, Iowa, or just outside of Crescent, would become our second location. So that gives some background as to why I'm here today. Happy to take any questions, or if you want me to elaborate on anything further, happy to do so.
Does anybody have a question for him, or do you want to make
don't.
any statements on the background, what we're doing, why we're here, besides the Colin, of the current standards the county has in place, and and so he's proposing to make those changes so that it just help us
Right.
better understand what those,
And not just specific to his uncle's property.
Right.
But countywide.
Countywide.
Any property that's zoned industrial, this would, I-1, industrial one, this change would be applicable to all those I-1 properties.
and currently it's for what type of property that would be allowed for fireworks?
Currently, this is allowed in commercial properties,
Commercial, okay, but not industrial, so it
Correct.
opens up the commercial and industrial.
opens up the industrial.
And then the final say for countywide would be up to, I should say, depends, so when they apply for the license through the county, I'm assuming, right? To offer this fireworks stand,
No, if, this would then be a principal use
okay,
in that zoning district. So anyone wishing to do one of these stands has to apply to the state fire
to the
marshal.
state. And the state fire marshal is the one that would approve or deny it.
Approve, deny, inspect.
So as an
et cetera.
example, we were talking about possibly a big welding shop, lots of flames. You don't want to set up a big fireworks stand next to a, potential hazard site. So the fire marshal, the state would most likely not approve something like that. But he would be the final approval,
Mhm,
right?
correct.
Okay.
And if I could just add that I've reviewed the relevant code from the fire marshal extensively, and there are specific guidelines that state how far a fireworks establishment must be from your example of a welding shop. I think it's like 500 feet, perhaps, from any other business that deals with flammable things like that. So there are specific guidelines, and in the site plan that I sent over, that those guidelines have been followed.
Okay, sounds good. Does anybody have questions for the applicant? Or do we have any other questions? If not, we'll bring it in-house and have a motion to approve or deny. Sound okay? Do we have a motion?
I don't have any questions.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to,
Recommend approval,
well, we gotta get out of public hearing first.
yeah.
So I make a motion to close public hearing.
Seconded.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody, you're good?
I'm good.
So we're good.
Can we hear
So we
from?
close the public hearing, now we bring it in-house for discussion. So do we have any discussion that you'd like to talk about?
I'd like to hear from Matt, if Matt's here.
Yeah, Lynn?
What's your thoughts?
I think it's something that's gonna become more prevalent in Iowa. And our code was just, I think it's a good update to it. The pieces of the ground that this is going to affect countywide are in areas that, roadside stand being there for that period of time is not gonna be a big deal to us. And it will get run through still as kind of a temporary permit through our office. So it's not like we won't know about them where they're at, that part of it's taken place. But as Iowa opens up more of these things, I think it just puts us in a place where we need to be.
So that temporary permit, so do they apply with the state then to get that permit to sell? Is that how it
The
works?
temporary permit.
Yes, they do have,
Oh, go ahead.
they do have to go through this, they have to go through the state of Iowa on their permitting processes. Our permitting processes for the temporary roadside stand, so.
So they don't come to the county, they go to the state?
Special event.
That's approved administratively in our office.
Okay,
It's called a special event
okay.
permit.
Is it common that cities have this use in their industrial classifications? I mean, I think that it's interesting that we already have this use available in the commercial districts. So how common is it for counties or cities to include this temporary kind of sales in a industrial zone?
Was Dolores asking how common it is for us?
Yeah, so, or not just for us, but for the, you know, counties in general that, you know, you got commercial and
I believe that
industrial.
we added that language, when Iowa first,
Yeah.
when Iowa first legalized it, we were going through our major code change and we added it into the commercial area at that time, and we just had not expanded upon it since then. Now, most of the time that we've been approached by it, then most of the companies actually then found a spot in town that they liked better, and so they had backed away from our sites. And so I think, if I'm recalling right, maybe Pam can correct me on this, that maybe we only had one so far, and that would have been around the BB Town exit.
Yes, that's all I recall.
Okay,
Yeah, so.
so it's because it's new, it's, you know, we just bring it up to date with the way of life. Commercial, industrial use, makes sense. Makes sense? Any other discussions? So do we have a motion to approve or deny? Want to make a motion? Anybody?
I move we approve.
Okay, so we have a motion approved. Do we have a second? Anybody second it?
Second.
I was gonna give you.
You want to be,
Okay, so we have a motion for first and the second to approve case ZTA 2021-01, zoning amendment to the Pottawattamie County zoning ordinance section 8055.020.20T. Roll call, please.
Silkworth,
yes.
Yes.
Larson, Weedy,
Yes.
Leaders.
Yes.
Okay. So motion's approved.
Just for Colin's sake on this, then, so now this recommendation will go to the Board of Supervisors, and the Board of Supervisors will also then have to approve it.
Understood.
Congratulations.
Yep. Thank you.
Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you very much for your time today.
Yeah, have a good day. Thanks.
Do we have
Thank
any?
Yeah, we have
any
one
other
more item.
business, Pam?
We do.
We
Yep,
do? What
so-
is it?
Did I give you your revised agenda? Under
It's
other
this packet
business?
here. It's the comprehensive
Oh,
plan.
yeah, yep. Oh, okay, that's the revised agenda, okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
So,
Hey, Pam, am I okay to head out now?
you are, Colin. I'll
Thanks.
let you know when
Okay.
the Board of Supervisors meeting is then, February 23rd, I believe.
Okay, great,
Okay.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
So, go ahead, if you wanna, or you want me to, you tell me what you want.
So, under other business, the county and city are working on a joint urban renewal plan for the Pat County Courthouse campus. Part of that process is reviewing the urban renewal plan to ensure it's in line with comprehensive plan. The county's comprehensive plan does not address city properties, but we still have to go through this process to,
Because it's part of the county. Assets.
because it's part of the process to adopt an urban renewal plan, that the planning commission has to review it, so. Basically,
So we can have this open for public discussion, or we
Yes.
keep it in-house. So with your approval, we can keep it in-house and not open it up to the public, so then we can just have a more of a conversation, and it's not, you know.
and it's really not relevant,
It's not
because
relevant.
the comp plan does not address city land.
So do we have a motion?
The urban renewal plan is in the city, so
So do we have a motion to, not open it up to the public hearing, keep it within our, group here for discussion? Do we have a motion?
I would so move.
Okay, we have approval. Anybody else want to approve it?
Second.
Second, you got a second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion approves. Keep it in-house. So it's just a discussion of the urban Pottawattamie County Comprehensive Plan. And then, go ahead, if you want to dive in further.
Yeah, what you're supposed to do in these situations is to see if the urban renewal plan is in conformity with our comp plan. Again, the property is in the city, our comp plan does not address city property. So basically, what you're reviewing is that the comp plan, doesn't address property in the city, and therefore nothing is incompatible between the
Right.
two plans.
So do we,
So we need a motion on that.
so we just need basically we need a motion to,
To state that the two plans, nothing is incompatible amongst the two plans.
I will make that. Go ahead,
Mr.
Matt.
Chair- Hey, Mr. Chairman.
Oh,
Yes, I hear
think
you.
Scott,
Hey,
Scott
Scott.
was going to explain the urban renewal plan.
Members of the board.
Yes.
We have an agreement with the city. I don't know if it was in the packet, Tim.
The joint agreement was not, because I don't have that. The urban renewal plan itself was in the in their
Okay.
packets. They have that.
But we do have an agreement that's been approved by and signed by the mayor and the city of Council Bluffs for the urban renewal of the Pottawattamie Courthouse campus, which is gonna allows us another tool in the toolbox to, finally, do some improvements with, what I call the services building, which is the old armory, and then the annex building, which is an old, Catholic school building, which they all have many issues with them, starting with ADA and HVAC and
Mhm.
the asbestos and not being sprinklered and not being protected with like the rest of the courthouse and such. So this is going to allow us to continue on making improvements so that we get all of our employees in a safe and a better environment.
Good.
And I'd be happy to answer any questions.
No, it just makes common sense.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scott.
Yep.
So I already made the motion, I believe.
You did.
Did we have a second?
Any second? A
I
second?
second it.
There's only four of us. Okay, we have first, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All ayes have it. Motion carries. Any further discussion?
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Do we have a second?
Second.
Second. Next meeting is to be determined, right? Pam?
Yes, we don't have any applications for next month, so.
Okay, well, meeting's adjourned.
All right.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Bye, Matt.
See you, Matt.
Hey, I get this here. Chairperson.
Okay.
Has there, the plan for the county courthouse, has that been public? Made
See you
public?
guys later.
Take
Bye,
care.
Matt.
I don't know.
No, this is just the
I was just
initial.
curious, who's designing it, and what's it
I don't
looking
know.
like? And
I just found out, I mean, I knew this was happening,
Be a good
but I
question
just,
for Scott.
but I
Bill and
just,
the
yeah,
board.
I just found out that it even had to come to you. So
Yeah.
this is the first I've seen
This is
the
just a-
plan.
Technicality.
I
FYI, the
think
county
this
knows
is-
about it.
It has to be under the urban renewal plan for them to get the funding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
So-
what we did tonight, I think, is just a technicality.
yeah, it is a technicality. As far as the design, I don't know how far they even are into that.
Yeah.
If you're interested, if they,
Well, I was, yeah,
I would think they have to put it out for bids, you know?
Oh, yeah. Scott would have known if we'd have asked him, or I bet, we could go on the board of supervisors minutes and it's probably on there somewhere.
Mhm.
I haven't been following that stuff, but.
yeah.
Yeah.
Use your
Yeah,
phone, Karen.
just curious, I did a little
It's been busted for a
site
year.
design
Well-
for the courthouse. When I had my
have
own,
the freebies lately. Is
landscape
that the, what
architecture.
You did the stuff out front
Is it like a high-end
Yeah,
model?
for the entryway, right?
Yeah, I did.
Because I was on the board of supervisors at that
Yeah,
time.
that's right.
As I say, I thought that was
My
you.
dad just got it.
That